Hello everyone, welcome back again to Mufasuket channel with my live streaming to create a 3D floor plan with the Sketchup application. Okay, you can open your Sketchup software and I will choose a template. First, I will use simple template in methods. Okay, you can click start using Sketchup. Okay, we're waiting for the software and then I will delete this object. Next, you can click a camera and we use parallel projection. Okay, you can use top view. First, we create construction line by using these tools. Tap measure. Okay, I will click at this point to the top one, and from this point to the right one. Next, I will create from this point to the top 6. Okay, and then from this point to the right here 8. We create again from this point to the left 2. Okay, from the bottom to the top 2, and then from bottom to the top 3. Okay, now we create a 4 wall. I will from this click this construction line to the bottom 0.15. Okay, in here 0.15, the top here 0.15, and in here 0.15. Okay, in this point 0.075, and then to the top 0.075. Okay, for this wall 0.075, and then from this point to the top 0.075. Okay, next you can use these tools, rectangle. Okay, I will create a rectangle from this point into this point, and we create a rectangle again. Okay, I will create a measure tab again in here 0.075, and in here 0.075. We create a rectangle from this point, okay, into this point, and then create again from this point into this point. Next we create in here, in here into this point. Okay, we create again in here. Okay, you can use erase tool to erase this construction line, and then I will erase this line object. Okay, and we erase in here. For door, I will use tap measure again. We create in here to the bottom here 0.1, and I will create here 0.7. Okay, you can create line in here and create again in here. In here we create door, and then I will create line center here. Okay, we use tap measure again from this point to the right here 3, and then for wall 0.075, in here again 0.075. Okay, we create a rectangle from this point to this point, and then we erase this construction line. Okay, I will create for door direct here 0.1. Okay, 0.1 and then 0.7. Create again in here 0.1 and next 0.7. We use pencil tools to create line. Okay, in here, and you can erase this line object. Okay, and this construction line. Okay, next we create a door in here. I will use tape measure again 0.1 and then from this point to the top 0.7. Next we create line in here, okay, and erase this line object. Okay, you can orbit this drawing. I will erase this construction line. Next you can use extrude command to extrude this wall. Okay, I will erase this line first and then we extrude to the top here about 2.5. Okay, next we create door in here. Okay, I will use tape measure 0.1 and then 0.7. Create line again. Next we erase this line. Sorry, this already in 3D, and we can use these tools, extrude tools, to extrude this object to the bottom here. Okay, and then you can erase this line object. Okay, we create this simple 3D floor plan. And if you want to add a door into this floor plan, you can get 3D models from 3D warehouse. Okay, for example, you can open Firefox. Okay, I will close this, and then you can tap 3D warehouse, open, and we search for door in this warehouse. This for example. Okay, I will search for a door. Okay, my internet connection is low. Hello, co-staff. Yes, this is Sketchup tutorial for a beginner. Okay, and I will search here for a door. Okay, you can find door in here. I will use this door for example. Okay, you can click quick view and then click download and choose for your SketchUp version. I will use this SketchUp version, SketchUp 2016. Okay, and you can save. Okay, this already download. Next, you can open SketchUp and file import and click this door. We download here, import, and you can path in here. Okay, this is the door. Next, you can use move tools to move this object. Okay, this move tools into this point. Okay, I will move to this point, and then we use a scale option to scale this door object. Click here for scale. Okay, I will scale from this point into the bottom here. Okay, scale this four doors. Next, you can create rectangle object. Okay, you can create a rectangle in here. And you can use these tools to extrude and extrude to the top here. Use erase tools to erase this line object. Okay. You also can copy this model. Use these move tools. Okay, you can use top view. And next, I will move from this point. You can press Control button to copy this object. Okay, we copy. Okay, you can click this object. You can press the Control button to copy this 3D model. Okay, I will move into this point. Can click cut from this point to this point. Okay. Next, you can rotate this object. Okay, by using these tools, rotate. Select this object and then click these tools. Okay, we rotate 90 degree. Next, you can use move tool to move from this point. Okay, into this point. Okay, I will copy again this object. Start from this point. And then press Ctrl button, move to this point. Okay. Now I will create a rectangle in here. Okay, use a rectangle command, create a rectangle in here. And then you can extrude this rectangle object into this point and extrude to the top here. Use erase tools to erase this line object. And we erase in here. Okay, we create a rectangle again from this point to this point. Okay, and then you can extrude to the top, and we use erase tool to erase this line object. Okay, I will erase again in here. Next, the last I will create a rectangle in here, and then we extrude again to this point and start from this point to the top here. Okay, we erase again this object, line object. Okay, next we create door in here for bedroom. You can search again in warehouse, like bedroom. Okay, door bedroom. Okay, I will choose this bedroom for example. Okay, quick view and then download. Choose your SketchUp version and okay. Okay. Next we import again. This door import and then you can put in here. Okay, I will move this door. We rotate first. Okay, and then we move from this point into this point. Next, we can use scale to scale this object. Okay, I will scale into here. Okay, next we create a rectangle in here, and then we extrude, and then extrude to the top here. Use erase tools again to erase this line object, and in here. Okay, we create a simple this 3D floor plan. And for furniture, you also can download in 3D warehouse. Okay, I will import like this bed. We download here from 3D warehouse. Okay, waiting. Okay, I will put in here. We change into top view, and then you can use a rotate command to rotate this model. Next, we move into here. Okay, it's okay. I will move to the right to this point. You can copy this object. Okay, we copy, press Ctrl button. Okay, I will copy it to this point. And then you can right click in this model and click make unique. Okay, click twice in this object, and then I will move this object to the right here. Next, we move again this object from this point to the left here. Okay. Next, furniture, I will import again like this cupboard. Okay. Cupboard, waiting again, and then I will put in here. You can rotate this object. Okay, I will delete first in here. Click twice and delete this object. Next, we use rotate command to rotate this 3D model. Okay, I will rotate 90 degree. Next, you can move this cupboard. Okay, I will move to this point. Okay, select this object and then move to this point. You can change into top view to view in the top. Okay, we copy again this cupboard to the right here, and then you can rotate into 180 degree. Okay, next we move again this cupboard object to the right here. Okay, for kitchen in here, I will insert furniture like this object. Okay, into this point, and then you can use scale tools to scale these 3D models. Okay, next change into top view, and then we rotate into 90 degree. We move again this object into this point. Okay, you can see I will put a refrigerator in here. Okay, we import again fridge or a refrigerator into this point, and then we rotate this object. Okay, next we use scale tools to scale this model. Okay, it's enough. And then we move again to take the position for this fridge. Okay, for bedroom I will import this object, bowl, toilet bowl. Okay, I will put in here, and then you can rotate again this object. Next, we move to the bottom here. Okay, for the next, for living room in here, I will import the sofa. Okay, we import the sofa model. You can get it from 3D warehouse. Okay, we're waiting to import the file into Sketchup. Okay, I will put that in here, and next you can rotate. Rotate to this point. Okay, next we move again this object. Okay, I will scale a little bit. Okay, change into top view, and then move again this object. Okay, next okay, I will rotate 190 degree and move into this point. Okay, this is for example how to create 3D floor plan with SketchUp application, and you can get this all furniture from 3D warehouse. You can click file here and go to 3D warehouse, or you can use a browser and go to 3D warehouse. Okay, like if you want to add a chair, or you can search a chair here, chair for object for people, like in here, chair. Okay, here. Okay, for example, I will download this object again and save. Okay, this is complete. And next you can file import the file. Okay, this object import. Okay, we create chair in here, and you can rotate in here. Okay, for rendering this object, we use vray for extension. You need to download here and install into SketchUp. Okay, first I will change camera into perspective. You can click here. Okay, this is a perspective view, and then we give a material for this wall. Okay, for example, I will use a color here. We apply this material into wall in here. Okay, apply again in here, and For a bedroom, you can use another material, okay, like stone, or you can use tile. Okay, this is tile. I will use this material into wall. Okay, in here and the last in here. And for floor, I will add the wood. Okay, this for example, will apply into this object. Okay, you can click this object, right click and then hide. Okay, I will create line in the middle of this object. Okay, create line from this point into this point. Next, you can change with the tile. I will use this object for example. Okay, we select in it and I will apply into this point. Okay, next you can click edit and then unhide, click all to appear the door here. Okay, next to rendering this model. Okay, this for default rendering, extension, vray, and then render. This is for a default rendering. Okay, we're waiting for processing scan in component definition. Okay, take more time because we use a lot of material. Okay, this for default. You can edit contrast and other settings in vray. Okay, I will close and then I will click extension, vray, and option. Next, for indirect illumination, you can change saturation into 0.1. In here, 0.1. Okay, and then for contrast, I will change into 5. Next, environment, I will change into white here. This point, and change again reflection into here. Okay, close, and we create the rectangle in here to reduce shadow from sky. Okay, I will extrude this object. Okay, to this point, and you can click top view. Next, we try again to rendering this model. Extension, vray, and render. We're waiting again for a processing scan for all furniture in this model. Okay. This is the result for Sketchup 3D floor plan. This is a basic tutorial. Okay, very simple and easy. If you want to make a good quality for this image, you can go to option again, and then for click in output option. Next, you can change override viewport into this option. Okay, and we close. Next, we render again this model. Okay, we preparing, waiting for a processing scan. Okay, this is a final render with a vray extension for Sketchup 2016. To get these tools, you can search in google.com. There is a lot of link and source you can get from there. Okay. Okay, take more time. We rendering in high quality image. You can zoom in to view this model. Okay, this high quality image. Okay, you can see the detail for this furniture, and you can zoom out again to view all this floor plan. There is no noise in this rendering. Okay, because we use saturation into 0.1 to reduce the noise for sky. Okay, this take more time to completing vray rendering in Sketchup application. Okay, for furniture you can download from 3D warehouse. Okay, there is a lot of option you can use. This all furniture, just search in here like a refrigerator, okay, or another furniture for your floor plan. And then you can use file and import the file after you download those furniture. Okay, or you also can use this option 3D warehouse and click get models to go to 3D warehouse without using browser. Okay, we're waiting for rendering process until finish. Okay, this good preview for 3D floor plan. For the next live streaming, we will learn how to create a 3D model with AutoCAD application 2 days from now. Okay. Okay. Finally, we create this simple 3D floor plan with SketchUp application. We use SketchUp 2016, and then we use vray to rendering these 3D models. Okay, enough today for my live streaming, and then see you next time in another hour live streaming for AutoCAD application, and we can learn how to create 3D models. Okay, see you in next time.